Now, students, very cold good morning to all of you. I am Vidyasagar standing before you with your subject science. Today is the first class I am going to teach you. It is my first video, and your lesson which is I am going to teach you is crop production and management lesson first. So please, I have to teach you and you have to remember all the taught things, and please remember it, as well as if you like the video then like it and subscribe to others and subscribe my channels so that you can get more and more advantage from it. Now I am going to start the lessons. So first of all, I am going to tell about the lessons. So it is your synopsis. Here, first of all, I will teach you about agricultural practices in which I deals with types of crops, sequence, overhead durations of times, food from animals, plants breeding, hybridizations and grain revolutions, nitrogen cycle, one of the best topic in this chapters I am going to teach you. Please, after that, at last, some keywords you have to remember and understanding the text. So I am going to explain all these synopses in details now. Please, as human beings need food to survive and to perform their activities. For this purpose, they used to grow crops or they depend upon the animals, because food they get from these two sources, either plants or animals. So food we get from two sources, either plants or animals. Right? The history of crops production of food is very important. Food is grown from the past era, long time ago, about 10,000 years ago. It is shown that the wheat and barley was grown in Western civilizations, and from that era, now in 19th century, we are using modern machines for practicing agricultural activities. So it has very vast ancient period, and now I am going to explain in modern practice, because to fulfill the sufficient food for a vast country, we have to work systematically and perform agriculture on larger scales. So here we have to take a systematic way. For this we have sequence overhead durations of crop growth. It includes many processes, as I will see further. After that, we look food from animals, and then plants breeding, hybridizations for more and more growths, and it includes green revolutions, and I will look why the green revolutions was needed. Then For betterment of crops, we look nitrogen cycles, and these things will looked one by one. So please concentrate on the boards that I will explain one by one. Now look at what is agriculture. Agriculture comes from the two words. One is agar. Agar means field. Agar means field, and cultura means cultivations. It started about 10,000 years ago, and first crop is ground was wheat and barley. At first, these were grown in the past times, and now different practices of obtaining foods of grains and plants and animals. We depending upon these two things for getting more and more foods, and so in mixed agricultures we depend upon both things, plants and animals. From plants we get foods with the help of crop productions, and for crop productions we do agricultural practice. In the 19th century, it is based upon systematic and proper management of practices. Productions is done, and distribution is also takes place in the same systematic way. Because a country needs to be sufficient food, it feeds its populations. To feed its populations, as we know, India is a vast country, so for feeding these vast populations we need proper management. So for this purpose we do agricultural practice. What is agricultural practice? Certain plants grown in bulk. Certain plants grow in bulk at a place is called domestication, or simply plant productions or agriculture. Some kinds of plants grown at a places is referred as crops. If more than one times same types of crops, same types of plants are grown at a place, then this is called as crops. For example, cereals or fiber crops. Now it is divided into two types: Rabi crops and Kharif crops. Kharif crops is depend upon the southwest monsoon. It is grown in between June to October. It is sown in June and harvested in October. For example, paddy, maize, millet, groundnut and cotton, soybean. There are so many kharif crops. Okay, so try to understand all these things, and